Other like me, I won't show my bags.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. So introduce yourself. What's your name?
Okay, wait just a minute.
Okay.
Can I have one? Okay.
You'll be fine.
Okay.
What's your name?
Okay, my name is Alice Reed.
Woohoo! How do we know each other?
We know each other because I am your grandmother.
And I am your favorite grandchild.
And you are my favorite grandchild.
All right.
How do you think the other grands are going to
I don't
feel?
I don't I don't know. I don't care. We don't talk.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
All right. And what's special about today?
Today is special because my oldest grandchild is here, made a special trip up to see me on my 85th birthday.
85th.
85 years.
That's a bunch of
That's
years.
a bunch of years, a bunch of experience, a lot of experiences, good and positive and negative,
Okay.
but all from a learning experience.
Awesome. Now, earlier when I got here, I was asking you about staying fit and healthy because you're one of like the healthiest older people that I know.
Okay.
Very, just like I said, very spry, very with it, very mobile, independent.
Yes.
You know.
To a point.
Yeah.
Independent.
But it's like I almost feel bad like not helping you around the house because you know you are 85, but you're also so independent that it's like, well, she's already done it. So what am I supposed to do?
Right. And I appreciate that. I appreciate your thoughtfulness and your love and your concern. That all helps me to get through life.
Cool.
With great people like yourself in my life.
Right. And so I was asking earlier what you thought contributed to your being able to sustain a good, healthy, and fit lifestyle well into your 80s.
Well, I believe in a higher power. I believe in staying positive, exercising, eating healthy, and
What would you say you normally eat?
oh, you don't want me to say that, do you?
Well-
'Cause I can't remember.
Well, how do you know it's healthy if you can't remember what it is?
Okay, well, just to give you a day's meal.
Sure, in general.
Okay, in general. Okay, one of my favorite breakfast foods to eat is oatmeal, which I don't actually like that much.
Okay.
But it's
So-
healthy. It's healthy, it's good for me.
Okay.
And I'll add some sausage to it, or my most recent addition to the oatmeal to help me get it down is some cheese.
Okay.
And for lunch, I'll have either a sandwich, tuna fish, or I'll have some salad, or I'll have some fruit.
Okay.
And for dinner, I'll have a meat, a starch, and a vegetable. Excuse me. And in the evening, before bed, I have a piece of fruit or some nuts.
Okay.
Pecans are my favorites right now.
All right.
And
Are there any particular exercises that you do or any specific approach that you have to being able to stay mobile and active?
just stretching.
Okay.
That's about all this little body can take. Some stretching because I did the more strenuous exercises when I was younger.
And what did that include?
Oh, that was like 10 sit-ups, 10 pull-ups.
Oh.
It was like, it was pretty rigorous.
Okay.
Yeah, and took off my little weight that I had. But yeah, I was able to hold on to maintain the weight though for years.
Okay.
But then I started to lose the weight, and then I found that when I exercised, that didn't help me to hold on to the weight. So, but exercising, that's very important, and getting enough rest, taking care of the whole self, the whole body,
Right.
the mind, the body.
And you were telling me also that maybe having been particularly active as a youth,
Yes.
you were able to carry some of that over. Like, what did you used to do in your youth?
Yes. Well, I did a lot of running and playing, and I was on a basketball team in my school, and played basketball, played softball. Me and some friends, we just played at random, softball, tossing the ball, hitting the ball, running, and that was more exercise.
You mentioned climbing fences.
Yeah, fences and
Is this like to get out of prison?
and
or-
lofts and
Why are you climbing fences?
fences. Oh, why
You
won't
breaking
you
out?
to get on the other side?
Well, of course, to get on the other side.
Sorry about that.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
had to throw that one in.
Okay, all right. Well, that's cool.
But yeah, no, seriously, if there was a fence, instead of me going to the opening space, I would just climb the fence and jump over,
There you
rather
go,
than walking the distance.
Right,
down
walking that
or
4 feet.
Running,
Yeah.
yeah, that long 4 feet. So yeah, I did a lot of climbing trees. Yeah, I mentioned that.
You mentioned before also that you like to walk and you like to,
Oh,
to
yes.
drive. Do you still walk a fair amount now?
No, I really don't. I do a lot of walking around here in the house, but
Okay.
I don't as much. I used to take my girlfriends when I lived in South Carolina. I used to, well, I was about 12 or 13 years old. I used to get a group of my girlfriends and take them on these long walks, and they get so tired, and they say, Alice, can we turn around and go back? But the walking, I just felt so energized, with the walking and running. I like to run too, and run as fast as I could. We would play this game of who could run the fastest from this point to that point. I forgot about that. And,
I should also tell you this is not a good segue, but you may owe some of my friends a pie.
pardon me?
You might. So when I was in the hospital, I put on Facebook that you were so caring and so loving and checking up on me, and then I was like, that's just in your nature. But I was like, so much in your nature that you would probably even check up on any of my friends if they too got sick, and say, hey, I know you don't know me, but here's a pie. And so at least one of my friends, Wendy in particular, said she wants a pie.
Oh,
So if
so I
she
owe
ever,
somebody a pie.
yeah, you might. I mean, maybe not. We'll see how it goes.
Well, does she want it with sugar? Because I'm anti-sugar.
I don't know. I will. Hopefully, she never gets sick for us to have to.
Right. Wendy, do not get sick. I don't want you to have a pie with sugar in it.
Okay. Well, so
Well,
yeah.
this-
Do you have any messages for anybody out there with regards to, living a good, healthy life?
Just the things that I mentioned, if one can follow, have belief in something, or whether you call it a God or whatever you want to call it, just have a spiritual self, connect with that positive side inside of you, that power that you have, and use that power in positive ways to help yourself to maintain a good health, good attitude, and a positive way of life.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you very much, Grandma Alice.
You're very well.
Happy birthday.
Thank you, darling. Thank
And,
you so
yeah,
much.
All right. See ya.